Every single day you skip this one food, your muscles shrink, not slowly, not over years, but today, right now. If you're over 60, your muscles are vanishing faster than you think, and no one's warning you, not your doctor, not your dietitian, not even your family. But in the next 6 minutes, I will, because what's happening inside your body is silent, but it's not harmless. And by the time you notice it, you might already need a walker. Or worse, you may not get up from that fall. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about feeling weak. It's about losing independence, struggling to lift groceries, falling in the shower, not being able to rise from a chair. And when you fall, your risk of death within 1 year skyrockets by up to 60% according to the NIH. That's not fear-mongering, that's fact. The Mayo Clinic warns that age-related muscle loss, called sarcopenia, starts around age 50 and accelerates rapidly after 60. Most seniors lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade, and without the right food, it only gets worse. But this one food, this single item, could be the line between strength and disability, between freedom and dependence, between life and something far darker. So what is this food? What is the one item that stops this deadly spiral? Eggs. Yes, whole eggs, not just egg whites, not scrambled in oil, but boiled, poached, or lightly cooked whole eggs, because the yolk, so often thrown away, is the key. The yolk contains leucine, a powerful amino acid proven by Harvard Health to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. In seniors, leucine is the spark plug your body desperately needs. Without it, your body can't even use the protein you eat. And without protein activation, muscle tissue vanishes. Harvard studies confirm this. When seniors consume foods rich in leucine, muscle loss slows, mobility improves, strength returns, and in some cases, muscle is even rebuilt. But most seniors don't get enough, and they don't know why they're shrinking. They think it's just normal aging. It's not. Now here's what no one's telling you. Even if you eat eggs or other protein-rich foods, if your gut isn't absorbing it, you're still at risk. According to a study published by the National Institutes of Health, digestive inefficiency increases after age 60, low stomach acid, reduced enzyme production, poor bile flow. It all adds up. Your body becomes unable to break down and absorb amino acids properly, so the protein you're eating, it's being wasted, literally flushed away. But there's a way to fix it, and it's shockingly simple. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic have found that taking digestive bitters or apple cider vinegar before meals can help increase stomach acid and enzyme flow, which means more leucine gets absorbed, more muscle preserved, less wasting. Just 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in water before lunch and dinner could mean walking independently into your 80s, or using a walker in your 70s. Here's another trap seniors fall into. They eat all their protein at dinner. That's the worst time. Why? Because overnight, your body is already in a fasted state. You're not building muscle, you're breaking it down. The NIH recommends spreading protein evenly throughout the day, especially during breakfast. This one shift, just moving protein to the morning, can drastically slow down sarcopenia. Your muscles stay more active, protein gets used efficiently, strength is maintained, but that's not the full story. There's one morning habit that's even more powerful than protein timing, and it's something 90% of Americans ignore. Stay with me. I'll reveal it soon. Let me tell you something shocking. There's a reason why hospitals don't prioritize muscle loss in seniors. They treat broken bones after the fall, but they ignore the shrinking muscles before it. Why? Because there's no drug to reverse sarcopenia, no surgery to fix it, so it gets pushed aside. But prevention is possible. Dr. Roger Fielding from Tufts University, one of the leading sarcopenia researchers in the world, warns that once seniors lose muscle, it's 10x harder to rebuild it, and the medical system is years behind in addressing it. Most doctors won't test you for muscle loss, won't measure your grip strength, won't track your walking speed, but those are the early signs of sarcopenia, the hidden indicators. If your handshake has weakened, if you're walking slower than usual, if you feel tired climbing stairs, these are red flags. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Act now. Earlier I told you about the most ignored morning habit. Here it is. Walking immediately after protein. Yes, walking, not hours later, but within 30 minutes of your protein-rich breakfast. Why? Because movement triggers mTOR, your body's signal to start building muscle. And when leucine is present from eggs or protein powder, your body actually listens. It builds, strengthens, reinforces. The Journal of Nutrition confirms that walking after eating enhances muscle protein synthesis by up to 30% in older adults. That means you don't need the gym, you don't need weights, just 15-20 minutes of walking after breakfast. Done consistently, this is the equivalent of a natural muscle building program for seniors. Now here's the biggest mistake I see: seniors loading protein and carbs together in one meal, especially refined carbs, white bread, sugar, fruit juice, biscuits. This spikes insulin, crashes energy, and shifts the body into fat storage mode, not muscle repair. If you combine your morning eggs with a slice of white toast and orange juice, you're blocking the muscle building process. Instead, combine your protein with fiber-rich vegetables, a handful of nuts, or low glycemic fruits like berries. This keeps insulin stable, energy levels high, and muscle building active. You've heard of eggs, but there's one more food that rivals them, especially if you're plant-based: lentils. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils has 18 grams of protein, high leucine content, natural fiber to improve gut health and protein absorption. In fact, a study from the University of Connecticut found that seniors who consumed legume-rich diets maintained more lean muscle mass than those who didn't, especially when combined with light walking. But here's the key: lentils must be soaked overnight and cooked without oil or butter to maximize absorption. Add turmeric and black pepper while cooking, and you boost its anti-inflammatory powers too, another muscle protector. What if I told you muscle loss doesn't just affect your arms and legs, it weakens your heart? Yes, your heart is a muscle, and when sarcopenia sets in, the heart becomes sluggish. Weaker contractions, slower blood flow, lower oxygen delivery to your brain, kidneys, and other muscles. This is why the NIH links sarcopenia with higher rates of heart failure, stroke, and even cognitive decline. Muscle loss isn't cosmetic, it's a death sentence, if ignored, but it's reversible. The American Heart Association recommends seniors combine leucine-rich protein, light aerobic activity, and balance exercises to strengthen both muscle and heart tissue. Here's what your day should look like. Morning: boiled or poached whole eggs, 2 to 3, a handful of sautéed spinach or kale, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar in water, 20-minute walk right after breakfast. Midday: lentil soup or chickpeas, cooked with turmeric and pepper, light stretching or yoga. Evening: grilled fish or paneer, rich in leucine and omega-3, steamed broccoli or zucchini. 10-minute balance exercises before bed. Supplements, if needed: vitamin D3, muscle activation. Creatine monohydrate, proven by Harvard to benefit muscle retention in seniors. Magnesium glycinate, for recovery and strength. Here's the truth: the longer you wait, the more muscle you lose. And muscle isn't something you can just get back with a pill. Every day you skip protein, every day you sit instead of move, you're shrinking, silently, dangerously. But the solution is here. It's simple, it's natural, and it works. Eggs, lentils, apple cider vinegar, walking. You don't need to suffer. You don't need to shrink. You don't need to depend on others. Start today and watch your strength return before it's too late.